welcome to Dice Foyers.
Hi guys, how y'all doing? So this is John, and of course I'm here with
Roxy.
And today we're actually joined, especially with two of our friends who game with us.
Mm-hmm.
Christy.
And Crystalline.
There we go. We're getting ready. We're going to play Masks later this evening, and a couple of our players are away from the table. You guys have met Sam before, but Christy's husband, Sean, is another one of our players, but he couldn't make it tonight, so schooling and all that stuff.
He's all studying for tests today.
Yeah. Well, we totally understand.
I'm officially the odd man out because I'm the only man at the table.
You're even worse on tape.
I am. But that's something I'm proud of.
All right, what's our dice trivia this week, John?
Dice trivia for the week. Okay. Do you know that there is a science of gaming? There's actually people that do. You can get a degree in it, and there are people who do studies, and there's an actual term for it. Can you imagine, or does anybody want to guess what a term would be for studying games?
Gameology.
That's what I would have said.
Gameology?
Good guess.
That's a really good guess. And it's actually not too far.
Gaming statistics?
That would be a good one, too.
And the thing is, so were we in another language, we would be pretty much on the nose.
Oh, yeah?
But it is actually called ludology.
Ludology?
Lude?
The original game, it's actually from a name for a really old board game called Ludo, which is Latin for I play.
Oh, I see.
And so ludology is the study, and it's a dedicated field of research into games.
Okay, very cool.
And, so they just took this term from Ludo and ludology. But it's kind of a neat thing that, an ancient game became kind of the root word for it all.
Yeah, that's cool, though. That's what Sean should be studying, is ludology.
He'd probably have more fun
Yeah, possibly.
than what he's currently saying.
I learned more about games from Sean than I think I've ever learned games from any.
It's possible, yeah. I'm not a very good teacher. I hate to say it. I'm not.
He's had a lot of practice.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got some new dice to review, of course.
Yeah, we're actually going to review two different sets of dice today, but they follow a same theme, which we have not done yet. We did stone dice way back when the podcast started, and today we're going to do metal dice. So I have a set, and Christy has a set, and we're just going to roll them out there and let everybody take a look at them. Yeah.
So are these are not just like plated dice. These are actually...
These are, I believe yours are solid metal as well.
I believe they're solid metal.
Because yours have some heft to them as well.
Zinc alloy.
Yeah, that's what mine are.
Nice, yeah, that's metal die.
Yep, I have Koplow Games, silver with yellow ink, zinc alloy dice, which are just a couple D6s.
Mm-hmm.
And I have Ultra Pro, they're heavy metal.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are pink and white numbers.
Yeah, I like
They're
yours a lot.
D20s.
Yeah, I like these D20s a lot. I like the font used on the numbers as well.
The font is a little bit different from what I've seen on normal dice fonts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually it's like usually dice, and I'm sure our listeners can know exactly what we're talking about. But generally, the acrylic dice use essentially almost a sans serif font, or it's a very plain, just straight line font. Mm-hmm. Whereas this is a little artsy, kind of has a little fantasy flair to it. I mean, the ones kind of look like Roman numerals almost.
They do.
And they use like the descending threes, so the bottom of the three dips down below. But it's very, very nice looking. And the pink color of it is it's almost a magenta.
Yes.
It's almost more purple. But they are very pretty and got a good heft to them, and they roll very, very nicely.
With a thud.
Yeah, good solid thud. Now my silver ones are really just silver with yellow pips. They're not the prettiest things I've ever seen.
No.
But they're heavier than your D20s.
I will say with the silver and yellow, because from a distance, I mean, it's kind of an optical thing, but it almost looks like I'm looking at gold dice.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah. It reflects the colors very well. I mean, it's almost mirrored.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yours are definitely Yours have more of a shine. Mine have more of a matte to them.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Definitely.
It's a nice. Either way, they're both very readable.
Yes.
For this set of this D6 set, even with how glossy the metal is, the shine on them, the pips being that color, they are easy to read from any position around the table. So they're very nice. I like the a good heft in my hand.
Wow, the weight. Yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the sound when they're hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're making a nice solid thud. They're not too loud. Doesn't like what I like about these D6s is that all the corners are rounded.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to get that. Some metal die, I worry that it's going to divot a table.
Divot or maybe chip the finish.
Yeah, and this one, since it doesn't really have, this feels like it might just be polished. This is the actual material that we're seeing, and it's just been polished up. But it doesn't. Oops, sorry, I didn't want to hit yours.
Oh, you're fine.
But even these D20s, I wouldn't be afraid that they would divot the table. Now they would hurt somebody if you chucked them at them.
Oh yeah, yeah, they would.
Hopefully we're not attacking our fellow players at the table. Or
Now, how long have you had these?
Actually, probably for about a month.
yeah, we were with them. It was the night we went
Black Panther.
saw Black Panther.
Okay,
So that's
yeah.
the day that you got them. Was Black Panther opening day. John just picked up these metal ones this afternoon at one of our local shops. So we have local shops represented, several different ones, because you got yours at Dragon's Lair.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we got ours at Fat Ogre, which we have talked about before.
Okay. Yeah, no, I it's just one of those things where, like, a lot of dice, like Chess X dice, and some of them, there's a lot of variety of them, but in the end, it's like, it's like I said in one of our earliest shows, Chess X is what I consider like the base level quality of what you have to either meet or exceed to really get into it. And so getting into metal dice or, alternative like materials that they're made out of is something that I guess we're now branching out into.
Yeah.
And so that's why we picked these up. But
And see, and I wasn't aware that these were. I remember when you got these, and I thought Heavy Metal was the brand.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were Ultra Pro, which a lot of gamers know Ultra Pro for their card cases and card sleeves, mats. So if you play Magic or Pokemon or any of those types of card games, I'm sure you own some Ultra Pro boxes or sleeves somewhere. But it's really cool. These are nice dice. I would like to see. I'm going to have to look up, and I will when I post the links and everything on the blog, but I'll have to see if they offer other dice that aren't just Heavy Metal, because I really like this font.
yeah.
That is, when I was working in the printing industry, I have a love-hate relationship with fonts. I love the look of some of them. I love the varied typefaces. But when you're in the printing industry and you need to find a font, sometimes that is the most awful thing that you are ever tasked with doing.
It reminds me a little bit of like Baskerville font.
Yeah, it's kind of a 19th century kind of almost a Gothic typeface kind of thing. It's very nice. I like it a lot. I wish I could write numbers like this because it's got the small zeros and the small ones, but then some of the other numbers are much bigger but it's very nice. So we will have pictures of these on our blog and website at passionately.com. But yeah, thank you ladies for joining us, and they'll probably be with us for at least another episode or two. So
Thanks for having us.
Check back soon. We'll see y'all. Bye-bye. You've been listening to Dice Voyeurs. Please subscribe to get our episodes as soon as they release. For more information about us, check out passionately.com, at passionately on Twitter and Instagram, as well as facebook.com/passionately. Also, if you're interested in supporting our show, look us up at patreon.com/passionately. Once again, thank you for listening.
This has been a production of the Southgate Media Group. For more podcasts like this one, head over to southgatemediagroup.com.